the target is a reasonably attractive man and not some drooling old troll with an enormous belly and bad teeth. Allender didn't miss a beat. What if the target is a woman? He asked. She blinked at that. I suppose so, she said, although I'm not that way. I understand, he said, closing her file. Now, will you please disrobe? What? She exclaimed. Will you please take off all of your clothes, he said, looking up and directly into her face now. In your dreams, Mr. Whoever the hell you are. Not in my dreams, Miss Sloane, he said mildly. And besides, why not? Are you embarrassed by your body? I'd be embarrassed to have some perfect stranger gawking at me like some peeping Tom, that's what. Any woman would. Are you nuts? Her voice was shrill now, and her hands, still planted on her hips, were balling into fists. But that's just it, Miss Sloane, he said, keeping his tone as mild and reasonable as he could. You're squawking about some stranger staring at your naked body, but what you said was gawking at me. If you can't mentally separate your naked body from the inner you, the woman and the clandestine operative, then we can't use you for this mission. She opened her mouth to reply, but then closed it. He reached for his phone, hit the intercom switch, and told his executive assistant that Ms. Sloane was leaving now. Wait, she said. I'll do it. If that's what I have to do, I'll do it. No, Miss Sloane, Allender said with a faint smile. I need someone a whole lot tougher than I think you are. Don't worry, none of this will affect your performance record. I'm sure you're an excellent operative, just like it says in your record. Thank you for coming in. Oh, and I'd appreciate it if you do not speak to anyone about your interview with me. A calculating look crossed her face. I should think not, she said. That was a highly inappropriate request, and you know it. You're lucky I don't file a sexual harassment grievance against you. See how that would affect your performance record. He sat back in his chair and removed the smoky glasses. He saw her react to his eyes. Do what you must, Miss Sloane, he said softly, although you should understand that I don't have a performance record. I'm just a consultant here. Carol Mann, Allender's executive assistant, and a plain, plump woman in her 50s, stepped into the office at that moment and indicated to Sloane that she could leave now. Once the obviously still upset candidate was gone, Carol stuck her head back through the door. Told you, she said. That's $5. It's unseemly to gloat, he said, reaching for his wallet. Put those glasses back on, she said. You're disturbing my pacemaker. Once Carol had left, Allender leaned back in his chair and rubbed his eyes before remounting the smoky glasses. This was going to be harder than he had thought. Sloane had been the single most promising of the 3 candidates sent over from the training directorate. He had rejected the first 2 based on their records alone. Competent, but lacking that certain edge Sloane exhibited. Plus, she had done exceptionally well during her basic training period and her first overseas assignment. Mark Hannigan, chief of the Lisbon station, was not known for handing out effusive praise, especially for first-timers. She had impressed him somehow. Maybe it was just that sex appeal, although her personality seemed more challenging than flirtatious. That could have been nerves, he thought. Or maybe she'd figured out who was doing the interview and clutched up a little. Nothing new there. He was thumbing through her file again, wondering how to recast the staffing call, when Carol reappeared. May have to give you your $5 back, she announced. Sloane's back in reception and wants another try.